knowledge like a sea. With patience and kindness, he shows the way, turning clouds of confusion into a sunny day. He's got the wisdom of the real world skies, guiding us higher, helping us realize that flying's not just a dream in the blue. With Forder by your side, you can make it true. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. He speaks in calm tones, steady and clear, breaking down the lessons, erasing the fear. From takeoff to landing, he covers it all. In his virtual cockpit, you'll never feel small. A community's heart, a mentor, a friend. He'll stick by your side till the lessons end. It's more than a game, it's the art of the air. And with Forder's guidance, you'll always get there. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. From the first cold start to a perfect glide, Forder's dedication is our joy and pride. In every stream there's magic to find, a passion for flying and a heart so kind. Fly with Forder where the knowledge flows, through the winds of wisdom where the passion shows. He's the captain of kindness, the teacher we need, helping every simmer take off and succeed. So here's to Forder, our guide in the air, a pilot of patience with a heart that cares. With every new lesson, our dreams take flight. Flying with Forder, we reach new heights.
And welcome everybody. And I see my camera's all messed up. How's the audio? Is it good? Are we there? Andrew, you there? You got audio? This is how we
I
test you
heard
guys. We test it
I
while
heard
we're
I heard
live.
something on the stream before I. Yep. Nope. Sounds there on the stream.
Good. Sounds like a plan. There we go. Got my video set up too. And Jang the Thang says, it sounds good. Audio's good from Charlie. Yep. Going to try to update now. Hi says. You don't have to update. You just have to start the sim, you guys. It does that automatic check on startup to see if there's any updates every single time. And it'll come in pretty fast. If you're on Steam, Steam will do it. If you're not on Steam, then you'll see it happen in front of your face. I got it here in front of my face right now. A lot of us were in beta, so we already knew what was happening. We saw beta go through a couple of iterations. So here it is. Sim Update 1 is now live, and we have it. And I noticed one of you in chat said that you already had some troubles. Was that you, Oz? What kind of troubles are you still having? Krabby says, automatically. Yeah.
And there's no marketplace, but it's close.
Yeah, it's any day now, but they had to, you know, there are people who are bashing them because there's no marketplace. What a bunch of crap. But you know what? They got to get it right. They can't let the marketplace come out and have the same crap that happened in November. They cannot do that again. They will just lose half their users or whatever. You can't make that same mistake twice. So they got to make it right. And they did testing and it wasn't right. So they did more testing and it wasn't right. So they got to do it right. They got 600 programmers at Microsoft. They got 200 programmers at Asobo. And that's a lot of programmers working overtime, honestly. And they got to get it right. So, you know, even this Sim Update was supposed to be released on the 18th. And I remember Jorg saying, but I doubt it. He saw the list of things that still had to be done.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many programmers you got, right? It's like,
yeah, he said the 18th, but I doubt that. Maybe the 25th,
yeah,
but I would count on it. So basically,
I don't know. Yeah.
We'd like to do it this day, but we don't think so. And it wasn't.
So Oz says, new problems in career mode. Now, I just did a mission before we started our stream tonight, and it happened start to finish, but it was in a Cessna 172. So I didn't have any problems in career mode, but those who have PC 12 seem to have had problems before Sim Update. Don't know if those are fixed, but here we have it in front of us. You guys, these are all the stuff they fixed. And if you go to your release notes, and then I'll give you the floor here, Andrew. Hold on. Yep. If you go to the release notes at the bottom, right behind me here, these release notes, right before you go into free flight or before you go into career mode, if you go into the release notes, you'll be able to see what version you're running. And here it is, release 1.3.2.3 Sim Update 1. And this is what we just downloaded. So we're going to go through this in a minute. I just want to let Andrew, he was trying to say something before I finish my sentence. And then we'll also address what's happening in chat. But
yeah, the PC-12, a lot of people were having issues where it was coming in saying the plane had been disabled. And apparently the workaround was to sell it and then buy it again. And then it worked fine for career mode.
So what?
If you had a PC, if you were doing if you had PC career 12, with PC-12 as your airplane, it was coming up the last little while. It was coming up saying the plane had been disabled, and you couldn't re-enable it through my library. The only way to fix it was to sell in career mode. The only way to fix it was to sell the PC-12 and then buy a new one.
Well, tonight we could even just buy a PC-12 and see what happens, you guys. What do you think? We could just focus tonight on let's see what's happening with this sim. You know what I mean? Ace says, looking forward to updating after work tonight. He's an hour behind us, you guys, and he's still working. It's only 4 o'clock in his time. So that'll be great to see what happens with him, too. He's a technical guy, and he'll give us an idea of what's going on. Charlie did a mission, and he's doing another one now, and no serious issues so far in the 172. And that's what I've been using all along, too. One of the things I didn't like, you guys, when you set your altitude, and then you head toward it with FLC, you know, normal way of doing things, that altitude kept changing. The target altitude kept climbing or descending, and I thought it was my Flight Sim Builder knob, the altitude set knob. And I thought maybe it's the interface between my hardware altitude set and the actual and the sim. So I hear other people had the same problem, and apparently that's a fix in this. Now, you know, it's interesting. A lot of people said, oh, nothing's different. Well, when you take a look at this and say, they have fixed all of these things. And if you look, we'll go through a few of them in more detail, but we're not going to drag you through them all. But you look in here, general bug fixes, all of these things fixed. Backwards compatibility bug fixes. Aircraft, Boeing 737 MAX 8, 172 Skyhawk. And in here it says fixed aircraft icon and the MFT being displayed as a dot instead of an aircraft. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Same with the carrier.
I would never have noticed. I don't fly the G1000, so.
Right, and true, right? I was just flying the G3000 with the Cirrus, you guys, and the Vision Jet, and there's some things in there too that we were skipping or jumping over or getting around. But this same thing again, activating altitude capture mode for a short time each time the autopilot's pre-selected altitude is manually changed. So, this is what was happening to me in the 172 also, right? Approaches added to the flight plan could have improper connections between the approach transitions. So, things like this were happening, and people were complaining about that. That's done. The G3X Touch that we have in a few of our planes too. Troubles with that are fixed. GNS 530, 430, the LX 9070, not sure what that is. And then, in here, the integrated avionics system and the Primus Epic 2.0. Look at all the corrections they did on that thing. Nav data and flight system. Physics fixed helicopter CFD, rotor wash, aerodynamics issues on the edge of platforms. You guys, this was the biggest issue for us in helicopters, especially if you're going to do crop dusting. So maybe I'll try a crop dusting tonight too. I'll buy a PC-12 and then I'll go crop dusting in the helicopter and see how it goes. But the point was, we love the new aerodynamics in the helicopter, the new aerodynamics in 2024 in the helicopters. The downwash and all the effects of that are more realistic than in 2020. But as we got close to even just a roof of a building, you guys saw this in our group flies on Saturdays. I'd be flying a helicopter and I'd just hover over a roof, and I think it was in my resort, right? We would go over the roof just to see if the roof was solid. We'd try to land on the roof, and the helicopter would go all over the place because the downwash is now different. The ground is now closer, if that's probably what it was. And it was nuts. When you go to land in crop dusting, you have to land on the refilling truck, not the refueling truck, the refilling truck of your chemical that you put on the field. And so as you get closer, and it's best to just come in sideways and just plop down, as you come in closer, the minute you got over the truck, everything would happen again. This unsteady, horrible downwash because the truck's in the way now. And that's not realistic either. If you look at real videos of helicopters coming in to refill, they slide right over and they plop down. The heaviness of the helicopter still overacts that downwash. And now they fixed that, or apparently they have. We're going to go test it right now. I want to test that for sure, right? Definitely helicopters needed some fixing, and I've held back re-recording. I am going to be re-recording my helicopter demos in my helicopter course, because in the Cabri I was using a homemade collective, and to give it any kind of tension I really had to tighten the pivot, and it was made out of a PVC pipe and a Thrustmaster plastic throttle. That's how I did my collective when I built that course. And so every time I would use the collective, it would jump a little bit, just
Sometimes just to butt in for a second.
That would really affect the helicopter, right? So
yeah.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Just to butt in for a second here. On the, I don't know if you've gotten down to it yet. It's the career general bug fixes. The following specializations have had their base reward increased. These career mode changes will arrive later following the release of Sim Update 1. So apparently if you do things like aerial advertising, you will get, you'll make more money.
Oh, good.
Aerial agriculture in the plane goes up 75%.
Is that on this list here, Andrew? Is that what you're seeing?
Yep.
Or should I go to your screen? Okay.
It's on that
right
list.
Here. Okay, right here.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So now I have all the companies, but my skydiving company, I only have one plane. Yeah. 172.
Oh, there's a good one.
And
they fixed the all players not being saved when you set live time. So nice. You should be able to do live time without getting automatically switched to live players. That'll be good. Because that was getting annoying.
So let me just talk about these. Yeah, it was a good thing you pointed out. So aerial firefighting initial attack is the cheaper plane. It's the single 802. And they give you 2 chances to put out the fire. They initially give you 50% of your tank filled, and you go in, and most missions I can do that. I can put the fire out with that one run without refueling on the lake, but you get a second chance if you wish. That's what that is. That's the cheaper airplanes, of course, and 35% increase. That'll be cool. I'm going to see that tonight. As soon as 7 o'clock hits, I'll go take a look at my day's money, but my day's money was before SU1 came out, so we'll see how that goes. But the extended attack, you guys, is the 415, the CL415 big plane, which I still can't afford to buy. You need minimum 23 million to buy the thing. I don't have that kind of money yet. I think I'm up to about 18 million, but you know, Oz can buy me a few of those, but I can't afford it yet. So I can't do the bigger attacks. Now, you can still do those attacks in employee mode, but of course you don't get any money for that. I mean, you don't get any sizable money for that. But in employee mode, if you're qualified, you can certainly do those runs, and I have, and you get up to 10 tries to put out the fire. So you got to go refill 9 more times in that great big plane. So that's a lot of fun. I've actually enjoyed it. But you get employee pay, you guys. Little piddly amounts of money while the owner gets all the money, right? That's for sure. It says the commas are back now in the number representation. Woohoo. And he's right. That's a cool thing, because you remember I was looking at my numbers up top here in career mode, and I was going, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, maybe it's 9 million. I don't know. Put some commas in there. Well, they did that too, right? So that's cool. That's interesting. Skydive, 91% increase. Wow. I don't really know what the numbers were, you guys, on each of these missions. I just know that they made money when you own them. More money, of course, when you own them. But that's actually cool, all the different increases here, yeah. 75% increase in agriculture. That's the helicopter, so let's go see that. It's either the helicopter or the 802, which I'm qualified in both. And so that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to check that out. So now I can continue. If these all work as they say, now I can continue with my Part 3 final part of career mode, now that I can actually demonstrate properly. You know, trying to demonstrate a helicopter that was all over the place did not make it look like I knew helicopters. And so I'm glad to see all of that. Let's see, the live weather issue is fixed. Also just noticed you do not have live checked in the settings. You cannot activate live within the cockpit. Dame Simer. Let's see, pilots went on strike demanding better pay rates. That's what it is, Oz. One small issue remains, he says. You know that little red hazard triangle that indicates you have an unserviceable aircraft, right? That shows on the company's box at the bottom of the HQ screen. It no longer shows up when you scroll through the aircraft list for that company, so it makes it hard to find the aircraft that are damaged. Yeah, that's not good. I like that feature. But you know, the first thing I do is I go in and find the aircraft that I just did. If it was a cargo run, I'll go into the cargo company and scroll those aircraft and see the one that's bad, right? It's probably got a landing gear issue. I'll tell you one thing, you guys, when you go and do a rescue with an airplane, with the X-Cub, you can do rescues with the X-Cub. I love it. They're fun missions. You got to land on the desert floor or on the mountain floor or wherever you're landing to pick up the person and stop your aircraft. Every single landing, oops, you broke your landing gear. These are rugged X-Cubs with balloon tires and fixed gear, spring steel gear. They're supposed to be able to land on rough terrain and take the bumps. And no matter how gentle I made those landings, without rocks, without boulders in my way, oops, your landing gear is broken. So you know, you just go right, and then you take off, and of course you're going to have to go repair that thing later to the tune of thousands of dollars. So you know, those are the sort of things that bug me. After you pick up a rescue person and they're in the plane with you, both the ATC, whoever your trip advisor is, and whoever your patient medic person is, they're all talking at the same time. You have no idea. You know, and it's like, okay, separate those people, will you, please? You know, so little things like that bug us, but we just turn down the volume and keep going. So, you know, we've lived with career mode in its first iteration, and hopefully those are fixed. Fixed a step description indicating wrong input for rotor brake activation. Huh. I just go inside and pull the rotor brake handle. But the one thing that's still not realistic about that is they tell you to press Control Shift E to stop the engine. This is with all missions, right? And then they tell you to stop the rotor brake by pressing Control period or something. I don't know what it is. But I just go inside and I just yank the rotor brake. The rotor brake, it actually is a disc brake that actually squeezes a disc that makes the rotor stop turning. It's going to free spin forever, just like any turbine engine. And so you want to stop that before you let passengers out. Well, in the real helicopters, you wait until it's reduced, until it spins down to a certain RPM, or you could even burn out the brake pads. That'll stop that rotor brake or that rotor spinning. And so, you know, like in the Cabri, it's 105 RPM or something like that. Under 100 RPM, now you can apply the rotor brake to finally stop it. So you have to wait for it, right? But not in the missions. In the missions, it's like turn off the engine and go hit those brakes, right? And stop that. But, you know, I think most people in career mode would be impatient waiting for that to spin down to 100 RPM. So maybe that's why they did it. Most people would just go, something's broken. It just keeps spinning. They wouldn't know what it is in real life, right? Certifications. CPL, the commercial pilot license rotorcraft, fixed an issue with player possibly getting stuck after hard landing if skids were broken. I don't understand that either, you guys. I mean, you can come down pretty hard on skids. They are fixed. They are springy. You can hurt the occupants inside for sure if you come down hard. But typically it can take a hard landing. But broken skids, wow, what did you do? Look at this, instrument rating too. Look at this. This is all kinds of stuff. Aviator performance when landing on the right runway. Fixed aviator performance when landing on the right runway. Huh? Fixed an issue with CDI and transponder not configured properly. An issue. They don't say what it is, but it's an issue, right? But landing on the right runway. So in your flight plan, it might say runway 11, but ATC says cleared for runway 29. And you just go, well, the flight plan says 11, I'm going to 11. And you even announce that you're on final and all that, and it still gives you a hit because you landed on the wrong runway. So I just tell people if ATC says 29, either land on 29 or go up to the actual ATC menu and pick another runway, request another runway. That's the way. Tell ATC you want another runway. So, you know, I was helping people with those types of solutions, saying ATC is always right. They want you to land on 29, you land on 29. That must be the active runway. It must be where the wind is coming down, you know, so you must do it. You can request any runway, and they could probably grant it. Maybe you want to practice crosswind landings, you know. So that was interesting that people are going, well, my flight plan said 11, but it told me 29, and then I landed on the wrong runway. Cliff texture sometimes displayed on photogrammetry buildings. Oh, you guys knew that? Airport lights not supporting multiple meshes or route orientation. What's Gaia, you guys? G-A-Y-A. I see it in here a lot. Gaia fixed keyset.
Yeah, that's one of their partner companies that does, they do a lot of the airports and stuff.
So there's an airport fix there. Oh, I see. Seattle Airport had a lot of troubles here by the looks of it. The parking spaces, right? And people have seen this, you know. I have actually had a helicopter, twice now I've had a helicopter, well, out of hundreds of missions, a helicopter is spawning in a hangar upside down. And it's supposed to be running, you guys. You're not going to have it running inside the hangar, right? And it spawns upside down, and it says mission failed, you crashed. It's like, I didn't do anything yet. So, you know, your reputation goes from A back down to B again. Hey, they fixed a lot of airports. Look at that. Woo. Helipads, winches. My library. Now, I noticed there's a bunch of... It sent me to my library right away with a notification, but I'm not sure what to do in there. Maybe you guys can help me. What I'm supposed to do in there. Enable something, I guess. I don't know, right? Added feedback when setting the input curve axis sensitivity. Ooh, look at that. The input curve axis sensitivity. Added feedback. We got to go check that out too. An issue where the mouse on Xbox was not working properly. Well, it's about time. You know, I'm going to say that, you guys. Every Xbox user has been complaining about, fix the darn mouse. Can't you just do a quick update without a sim update? So on Xbox, you know how when we first go into an airplane, we right click and then we use the mouse to move around and look around and all of that. Same with inside the cockpit. On an Xbox, that thing would spin your view all over the place to the point where it causes vertigo. And you can't use your mouse. You can't use your mouse to look around the airplane, outside or inside, right? Sounds like they fixed it. I'm going to fire up my Xbox and see what happens, right? Cool. Peripheral fixes left and right. I hope they fixed the blackout screen. My NVIDIA card kept blacking out under beta 1. That's why I took it off. I kept thinking it was overheating or something, and I kept going through specs. I kept checking my temperature. I kept doing all this stuff. What's going on? Do I need a new card? I took beta 1 off, and I had no more problems with my NVIDIA card. So, you know, I hope they fixed all that, right? Training. The player couldn't pass the look around objective in pre-flight planning. Pre-flight training. The look around objective. I remember that. Fix multiple texture mistakes in helicopter pedals training. Texture mistakes. Missing engine detent notification to airliner landing training. Fixed scoring and keep CDI centered step of the IFR RNAV training. Multiple texture issues throughout helicopter training. Yeah, no kidding. Dev mode. World photographer. Let's see. Paul, are you listening? Are you listening, Paul? Scenery editor, project editor, sim object editor, SDK stuff. All right, Sim Connect added new specific object IDs to request data for aircraft, avatar, or current user object. Ooh. And SimVar. So those of you who are developers in our stream right now, you can have a look at these on your own to tell us how is this going. WASM APIs is a very important part, and it's going to allow a lot of Xbox stuff that we didn't have before, from what I understand. Exporter Blender. So this is all dev stuff, you guys. Added aircraft development guidelines for career mode. Ooh, cool. Aircraft development guidelines. Shouldn't this have been out a year ago? Let's send that out to the developers, 6 months before it gets released. But they've sent it out now. Okay, then. And let's go give them feedback. You guys, don't go to Facebook and complain. Everybody's heard it all. Go to the forums and log your issues. That's how they'll find out. Right? I skipped a lot of stuff at the start here, but anyway, you guys can read it all. Read it all. Let's go see the commas first. Commas first. Dun, 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 dun. Commas. There they are. Look at that. That's cool. I still can't buy the airplane I want. I don't have enough moolah. Yeah. All right, let me scroll some more here. Dane Simmer says, I noticed my FPS has also increased a wee bit. Nice! Nice! Osnomad, can you read back? All right, what does that mean? Price of pilots going up with price of eggs. Yeah, no kidding. I used to have 2 eggs at lunch, you guys. I made an omelet. This my quick and easy lunch. I used to make a cheese omelet or, chop up some onions. And now I have 1.5 eggs because, cutbacks. Now my wife asked me, do we want like a 12-pack and a 6-pack of eggs? Yeah. Manx is replying to Oz saying, okay, I had a major career mode map issues. Seems back to normal after restarting the sim. 2-month subscriber. Oh no, with this SU1. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Asking you to apply handbrake for rotorcraft. Yep, apply the handbrake, yeah. And I just go inside and pull it, yeah. All right. Gaia was contracted to update all default and world update airports for 24. Oh, I see. Wambi, okay. Thanks, Wambi. And by the way, Wambi, thank you for your resub. You're such a dedicated and long-term friend of the stream. So glad to know you, and a VIP in your own right. You guys, the legendary Wambi, the developer who helps developers. You guys don't even know that. But when they're in trouble, they call Wambi. But is Toby fixed? LOL. I haven't even tried it. Probably never will. I'm fine with what I've got here now. So the Be My Tracker does it for me, and I'm not looking back. And those of you who've made the investment, you have the Toby. It's important. I don't know if it's fixed. I haven't seen that yet on the list, but certainly I'll hear about it from one of you. And that'll be interesting to know. If you've made that investment, that's for sure. And thanks, Rap, for that link for Wombi's link. Yeah, that's cool. And Charlie says, no, Toby's not fixed. And Flipper Alloy's in the house. Wow, lots of credits. What do you mean, lots of credits? Iced Fire. Oh, you mean my money up top? That's just from, I do 1 mission a day, and sometimes 2. And if it's a long transport mission on autopilot at 7,000 feet, I'll just keep working on the next lesson on another screen. I got lots of screens, right? So I still have it in front of my face. I don't use sim rates. I don't use, what is the also people do? Well, sometimes people just sit on the runway. They're just trying to keep the clock ticking for all their passives, I guess. I don't see any fun in that. I could certainly go and get more money easily here by just doing those tricks, but you just took the fun factor out. We're here to fly. We love to fly. That's what. But there are some who are just driven by the money part. You know, they want to buy that 737 or something, right? Certainly, I have a high-priced airplane that I want to buy, and I'm just saving up for it, just like I do in real life. I pay cash for my cars, and I don't buy them until I can afford them. So, you know, that's my Tesla. I bought stock in Tesla. I will let it rise. Every year, people are saying, you bought your Tesla yet? No, stock isn't up there. Finally, the stock hit the sweet spot. Boom. And I paid cash for my Tesla. It's paid outright. And I guess I'm lucky now because it's going to be probably 7,000 or 8,000 more than it was last year to buy the same car. So it's like because of all the tariff crap going on. So in here, not search and rescue. Let me just see here. Let's go into Firewall Forder here. And I have these 2 planes. Both are crewed and both make money for me. But if I were to go and get the plane I really want, it's just too darn expensive. And even though I've got 18 million accumulated, this one here is 32 million, 28 million, 23 million. But each one still has to maintain, you know? I've got all the certifications for everything, but so if I were to go to this one, well, that one says good, so it's ready to fly at 32 million. That's what that probably means. And Oz, correct me if I'm wrong, but usually if it says good, it's ready to fly, right? But to maintain here, you can see in here, look at all this stuff. It's saying in here it's going to cost 3 million to maintain. That doesn't always work though, Oz, right? So I've done the maintain thing, like later after I buy the plane, and you're not going to maintain it here because you don't own it yet. But if you go, if you go and buy the plane, and now you go right here, last known condition could still have the engine not working, right? And so if I click this and paid 3 million, it might fix everything except the engine, and the engine's another 23,000 just to fix it, right? So it still doesn't fix everything. So this isn't the true indication of what it's going to cost you to get this thing running. Now, Oz says he buys new every time. Well, with what I've got and how slowly I'm building about 1 million a day now, which sounds great, doesn't it? But, you know, 1 million a day, how many more millions do I need just to buy this one plane? Let's hope this one plane will make some money for me, you know, to pay for itself. But anyway, that's what I'm after. That's the plane I want. I'm not looking for airliners. I just want to do the bigger fire runs in this plane as an owner, not just as an employee with piddly little amounts, right? And that's going to cost me. Now, Oz says he buys new. Let's go take a look at the new market for that plane. Brand new. What was it? It was 32 million to get one that was working used. 43 million brand new. What? Oh, that's the smaller one. Yeah, I was going to say 1,754,000. That's for the air tractor. Yeah. No, but right here, 43 million. Well, you know, that's brand new. So I'm sure the maintenance will be good for the first while. Just like any new car, your maintenance is good for the first few years, however much it is, right? $5 a dozen up here in Canada. Yeah. Well, just think, Rad. It's $5 a dozen at Aldi. Aldi here in Florida is, well, it's actually all over the U.S. Aldi is a very good price, usually even better than Walmart. And we buy our eggs at Aldi at $5 a dozen U.S. That's $7.50 Canadian is what we're paying. You have to think Canadian because that's where our funds come from, right? So really, we're paying $7.50 here in the U.S. for our eggs. It's expensive, man. I'm just going to eat anything else. So now, if I were to buy new like Oz does, because he's got the millions, then how much work do I have to do? I got to run 2 missions a day, 3 missions a day. Are you kidding? Now this number is going to change, you guys. I'm going to gain probably 2 million more. So I'll probably have 20 million. Plus I'll spend maybe $500,000 just on maintenance after all of this. So, you know, that's what it is. And this is fun. I do like this part of it because, you know, there's some realism there. Buying planes and maintaining them and being able to fly with your fleet. I mean, if anybody owns a flight school, they know that there's maintenance and hope the students don't treat the planes too hard and all of that goes on. Let me just see if I've got any planes that are in trouble now. So right here, if it were in trouble, there'd be a red on each one of them. They probably all need washing, but I'm just going to leave them for now. So I did say that I would come in here and try, first of all, the helicopter. What was the other thing we're going to try, you guys, that we want to see if it's working? Certainly the helicopter. So let's go find a helicopter mission first, right? So your live stream's coming up soon, you guys are mentioning? Yeah. Charlie says, I'm still saving for my second airplane. No passive income until I get that. That is true. That is true. Charlie, once you get that second airplane, it makes money the same as your first one every time you fly as a freelancer, you guys. All right, let's have a look here. Aircraft needed, 2-hour flight, VFR. Doesn't say whether it's helicopter or not. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to find a helicopter. These are all, this one's here, like here it is, search and rescue, Michael's disappeared. This is an airplane, you guys. And I could try that one. I'll just skip to the search area and go get them. And we'll see if it breaks the landing gear on a soft landing. All right, we'll see if that's been fixed. Also, we'll see, here's another thing that happens with that exact kind of mission. When you get back to the airport and you land properly and gently and do it all right, it just tells you to stop your aircraft. It doesn't tell you to go to the hold short. It doesn't tell you to go to parking. It says stop your aircraft. So you stop it and a voice comes on and says, sorry, mission failed. And you just go, what? The first time that happens, like, what? I did everything right. How'd the mission fail? And then it goes, big thing, after the airplane has stopped, the big thing comes up, says mission success. And then you go get your money and all the rest of it. So the voice shouldn't have said mission failed. I don't know. Did it think my plane was wrecked? So hopefully, like, that's a really big glaring issue, glitch, right? Telling you you've mission failed and then showing you your mission was a success. It's like, what? So hopefully that's fixed too. You know, tonight's the night to go fix stuff, right? Anyway, this one's an airplane. I want to find a helicopter. Let me just come down here. I'll go somewhere else if I have to. I see one right here. Phoenix best landmarks. Oh, that's a landmark thing. No, I want to do a helicopter mission. I actually want to do crop dusting mission, you guys. So let me go find a crop duster mission. I don't see any here. These are all as my own company, right? What do we got here? Well, that's probably a rescue. These are all rescues, yeah. So helicopter, let's go over here. There's usually some crop dusters here. I haven't got none. And I do have a crop duster. I want to see if the helicopter is fixed when I go over top of the refiller. That's a rescue for a stranded man in Masonville, yeah. No, we could still do that one too. There's another rescue right there. Pacific Ocean winch extraction. Man, those are tough. Trying to hold a helicopter over orange smoke coming up. As you look down, it makes you feel like you are descending into the water. So you start pulling up on collective and you actually go higher because the smoke coming up makes you feel like you're sinking into the water. It's a weird one. It's tough to hold that altitude, right? Oz, I knew you were downsizing your fleet. You sold 100 172s yesterday and replaced them with 40 PC-12s. Same passive income, but less aircraft to maintain. Look at you. And how are you finding the PC-12? I've heard a lot of people complaining about the PC-12, and they also said there were issues with the PC-24. Whatever it is with the avionics or the IFR or something going on with them. And they were just saying, bunch of crap. So I hope that's fixed. But we got so much to test. Let me just, maybe it's the time of day. Oh yeah, maybe that's all it is, you guys. Maybe we need sort of a daylight to find some crop dusting. That's probably what it is. This time in the evening. It's even later in the evening over here, so we're not going to get any crop dusting, are we? So that's probably what it is, you guys. There's a helicopter rescue. Yeah, there's lots of rescues for sure with helicopters, but I just wanted to try crop dusting, so I guess I can't. Let's come back to here. That's nighttime. Daytime 6 a.m. to 12. Let's go right to 12, like morning. Got to be some crop dusters in here. Maybe down here at our friend's place down here. Yeah. Lots of fires to put out. Look at that. Oh, those are all called initial attacks, you guys. Here's a mountain rescue near this airport. Yeah, that's cool. Lots of mountain rescues. The yellow balloons are my airplanes in the area that do those kind of missions. And you can see all the different missions that are here. But I was hoping to do a crop dusting just to test it. What is this guy here? What's he doing? Oh, that's in the water, actually. Lost boat off the coast of Atlantic Ocean. Those are pretty easy to do, you guys, because it's flat. When you get into the mountains, it's very hard to find someone lost. Oh, maybe I'll do a mountain rescue. But I wanted to do a crop duster just to see how the helicopter's doing. That's too bad. No, not even one crop duster. Anyone else who can stream to me doing a crop duster? Rescue call. American car driver stranded near Lucerne. American car driver. Oh. Disappeared woman to save. Oh boy. Those people are in trouble. Now I think I have a helicopter right here. Let me just see what I got here. Yep, there's a rescue helicopter, so it won't cost me anything to do this rescue right here. Yep. All alone in the Solos mounts. The mounts. Huh. Never done that one before. Anyway, what do you guys think? Try it? I can't find that box in the house. Rad. Heist says I was wrong. It's $15 for 18 eggs. A dozen is $8 here. Ooh. Ooh. Where are you, Heist? Iceberg flies the PC-24 all the time. The only problems are the much too short runway in the missions. Once I got a heli airport to start from. What? Well, even with reverse thrust, that's not going to help, is it? Yeah, Strap, I don't think Oz sleeps at all. I mean, he's way ahead of all of us, right? He's just amazing. Panoman says, I like the PC-12, but the PC-24 is still a disaster. It's a jet, but still has turboprop engine speeds. Really? And it says for the FMS from the PC-12, they just copy-pasted it in the ProLine avionics. But there was a mention in the SU update that says ProLine fixes. So maybe that's fixed, Panaman. Custom identification seems to be fixed. Now your custom registration is saved. Ooh, Dane Simmer. Heist is in New Jersey. Okay, that was your price in New Jersey. Ooh. Someday I hope to move to the U.S., Heist says. Okay. The land of plenty. Yeah, it's a process. I got two friends that moved from Canada to the U.S. They paid $10,000 each. Of course, they did the proper channels. They're still waiting 2 years later. But they're working on it. So there, I just fixed it. I washed it. Everything's good. How's my fuel? I got just enough. So I'm good. I'm great. It looks ugly, but it'll look good once we're out on the ramp. Let's just see how this baby reacts. But I can't go to a refilling truck because it's interesting, you guys, because they have fixed the aerodynamics going over top of the truck, but there's none of those missions. What is it? Is it something to do with the fact that my helicopter's in trouble or something? You know, they don't give me a mission because my helicopter's not available. I don't know. It's available here. Of course, this isn't a spraying helicopter, right? I could skip all of this. Now, everything you skip, for those who don't know, everything that you skip will affect. Like, there are a lot of people who say that if you skip this part of it, then it won't affect your score. It does, but only a little bit. Everything you skip affects, like even at the end, you could skip to the target and just go get the target. You could skip to pick up your rescue and then skip back to the airport, and you still get a no skip bonus, and you just go, oh, I got a no skip bonus. It would have been more if you didn't skip those parts, a lot more. I've seen the no skip bonus more than your paycheck. you might get 30,000 for a rescue when you first start doing rescues on your own, right? You might get 30,000 for a rescue, and then you'll get 45,000 for a no-skip bonus, and then you get 40,000 for bad weather. I mean, you can triple your paycheck just because you didn't skip it. All right, that's why I don't skip. I mean, where's the fun in skipping? I don't know. Maybe because it's boring, right? Maybe you have something to do in a hurry, right? So as you can see here, look how easy this is. Control E. Okay, let's start it up. I've got a hold of my cyclic because normally it just sits down like this. I got to bring it back up now. I don't have any springs. And let's have a look on the outside and see what's up. There we go. This is a rescue, so you know we might not be able to see the dynamics working. Hey, Backcountry Sim Pilot, how you doing? Welcome. Jeff says, nice haircut. Oh, in the avatar? T-minus 42 minutes. Prop loading has begun. Yeah. That's a starship, right? And what is the purpose this time? Let me know. Give us a synopsis of what the purpose of Starship is this time. Now, are they just doing a low-level test? Are they bringing it back and catching it again? Are they, you know, like, what are they doing? And they didn't mention the PC-24 at all in the SU-1 bug list. Oh, they mentioned the ProLine avionics, though. But they didn't mention PC-24. Yeah, okay. Okay, ground team, let's go. Let's go, team. Let's go. Air Manager 5 released today as well. Oh! Air Manager 5. All right. Is that Air Manager for MSFS 2024? Brad says new flaps protection. What does that mean? Backcountry Sim Pilot says just getting into the update, liking it so far. Well, we're going to find out right now. Did it tell me to go somewhere? I didn't even notice, right? No help, no first aid, no way to get in touch if something goes wrong. That's real smart planning when you go into the backcountry, right? We're a bit worried. Yeah. It's pay, but if you had 4, they emailed you a discount code for 30 off. Yeah, so Air Manager, Air Manager. Is that the one that, I'm trying to think, I see Andrew's left a video, but is that the one that we used in 2020 to connect our controller profiles with specific airplanes? Or that? Anyway, I don't remember what that was. Oh, maybe we should announce taxi. Here we go. Oh, look at this. I get the taxi all the way over to there. Let's do it. All right, let's see how it's going, how it's going. So far, so good. Haven't crashed it yet. And let's go rescue somebody. Take off, it says. Take off. Runway 12. I'll take a look at my heading indicator. Yep, runway 12 is right here. Super. I don't have to go down to the end, you guys. This is something that bugs us too, us who fly helicopters. They make you hover taxi all the way down to the end, turn around, and take off. And you say to yourself, this is a search and rescue. They're not going to make you hover anywhere. You're going to go vertical takeoff and get out there and get going, right? So, you know, things like that. Glad to see they're fixing it. Let's get going. I'm going to leave the indicators on so you can see where we're headed and all that, but look at the scenery. Golf course! Golf course! Oh yeah, baby! Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to have to pull my collective base back. It's hitting my... So did you guys notice? There's no squeaking going on, but actually I hear my rudder pedals now. My chair's not squeaking. Did you hear me earlier? I said there was a smell of WD-40 in my studio. Are the display screens super bright for you guys now? All right.
Your search area should be displayed on your map if needed. No news so far, but the family thanks you for your help.
Oh yeah, this was dim. Yeah.
We all hope you'll find her quick.
My engine instruments over here on the left, they were dim. You couldn't even see them. Yeah, that looks nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. All right, to save time today, I'm going to do Alt-N to skip to the search area. But before I do that, because we're not going to sit here and watch Howard go. As a matter of fact, I better get moving here. Let's see. Bring that out and bring it over. And that way. All right, let's skip. Skip to Maloo. Boom. And let's go find somebody. And I'll mention you guys, if you've ever done the search before, if this looks familiar, it's like, oh, I remember this search, I know where she is. If that's the case, then you should be able to find them with Little Lamb Map, because your trail will show it to you. Your trail will say where they are. Now, if I can find this person right away, then it won't waste our time. But let me just go have a look at Little Lamb Map and just see if I've been here before. There. Yeah, I've been here before. I think I can find this person. Yep. I've been here before. All right. Andrew, what are your thoughts? You were away for a bit. Were you checking stuff out? Is your computer actually working?
No, I'm back. No, it was something stupid, so I just shut her down, and it took a bit of a nuisance to try and start it back up again. But I'm back. Now I'll just get the sim started up again.
I'm in trouble, eh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to change hands here and move use my mouse and all the rest of it, you guys, so it's a pain in the butt. Let me just get back here. Okay, there we go. Now I can fly. And it looks like I might be over this way. So we'll find them right away because I know where they are this time. If you've left your trail on Little Lamb Map, then you'll be able to find the search again. If you ever want to go and practice a different way of picking that person up. Some of these are so hard to do that you'll want to go and try it again. And if that's the case, there they are right below me. Right there, that orange smoke. All right, gonna slow this baby down, bring it around. Doesn't look promising though. This is probably why I haven't been successful on this one. Look at the trees. There is no way. No way, Jose. All right. Somewhere around here. Right there. All right, let's see what we can do with this, you guys. So far, the helicopter dynamics are okay. They're not driving me crazy. If it's erratic, you guys, it's because I was changing hands and then using a mouse just to change my screens. So let's just see what we can do here. Let's see if I can actually land on the mountain and pick this person up. This is tough to do. It's the tough. I like the challenge. I always like learning skills. I always like practicing. I see a bare spot right there. All right, let's just tell the dispatcher we found them.
She reached a safe spot.
And let's see if I can sneak in right here.
20 west.
We're in sight. Starting evac.
Let's try if I can do this right here.
Radar 5 Forder SAR. Inbound for landing.
Inbound for landing. Here we go. I'm going to try and put it down here. I'm going to put it down on one skid without hitting trees and see if I can hold it. And probably the angle would probably be like that. A little further forward. This is the only spot I can get in, and it doesn't look good, you guys. It looks bad. Let me see if I can put it down on this little rock right here. No, 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 no. I'll slide backwards if I do it that way. Yep, that's gonna slide. See, there's the slide. Get in quick, get in quick.
Ready for extraction.
That's not good. It should have been sideways, you guys. For some reason, it didn't stay sideways. All right, we're out of there. But that was good, you know, because in the past, if it started to slide, you have no control on that cut scene. It would just keep sliding, and the person would actually run after the helicopter down the hill. And it was like, okay, sure, all right. So that was
it would be entertaining to watch.
It was entertaining. I mean, the guy's running down the hill after the helicopter, and the helicopter's going backwards until it hits a tree, and then it's game over, mission done, right? And then we'll skip the landing. So I like it so far. What I'm seeing is a more stable helicopter, and if it's erratic, you guys, it's just my flying. We'll fix that. We'll fix that as I focus more on flying instead of talking and changing screens. I wanted to see in Little Lamb Map if I'd been there before. And I'll show you that screen after I'm finished flying, but I got to keep my hand on the collective here. You don't have to follow all those arrows, you guys. It's pretty much the same sort of left turn, even though that's not realistic either. Helicopters typically do right-hand circuits away from the normal airplane traffic, or they just come straight in for a helipad. So, you know, this is the way this mission is, so I'm going to follow it. Because you got to get to that final and press the OK button to talk to them. I'm coming in a bit fast and a bit high, but that's okay. We'll fix that after I press enter here.
Well, I'll give it this much. It's seems to be a lot faster restarting.
Cool.
Charlie Bravo Bravo 9er traffic November 11998 is on final runway.
I'll do it this way, you guys can see what's going on. I prefer being inside, same as a fixed wing. I prefer being inside the aircraft, but this gives you an idea what's happening. Oh, hold shorts back there, okay. And we'll just hover there for a bit. Go to parking. Nice.
Bravo 9er traffic November 11998 is taxiing to parking.
Welcome back, Forder SAR. You did great. It's heartwarming to see that woman and her family reunited.
And they don't wait till the RPMs come down, they just want you to pull the thing. Nope. There we go. Yeah, so Oz is asking if they're always in the same place. If I didn't recognize the mission, but once I opened up Little Lamb map, I see I've been there before. And it almost looks like I've done this one twice before. So luckily, and I probably was unsuccessful the first time trying to land on the mountain. And this time I found a spot and went sideways. But even now, if you go in and your skids are, it makes sense. It's like a sleigh, you guys. If your skids are the direction of the mountain, you're obviously going to slide, right? I have gone in sideways now and done a lot of missions sideways to the mountain and just put one skid on, which is what I should have done, and hold that one skid, and you can pick up people, and that's what they do in real life, right? Pretty cool. Rad, what's the west coordinates this time? Is that for Starship you're talking about? You guys are all talking about Starship. So, luckily, you guys, I'm not bragging. This is the first time I think I've seen 100 on a mission. Didn't expect that, but that's fine. I'll take it, right? Whatever all the bonuses were on that too for XP. Let's see what I got paid for that. And in an hour, the clock resets, right? That was only 84. And a lot of my transport missions are 100,000. So, you know, so here's reputation bonus, no skip bonus, 2,200. So that's not bad. And, you know, I'm staying in the S for a while. Honestly, you guys, there's no guarantee you'll ever stay in S. For people who are upset that they're not in S, well, it happens, you know, it happens. You're going to go back and forth, right? SpaceX is live now, launching in about 27 minutes. Okay. We'll tune in when we see the launch. We'll do a launch watch, right? Backcountry Sim Pilot says, I'm getting much better GPU usage and temps. Nice. We already found that with 24, but if it's even better with SU1, then that's great, right? Brad says, no, when you called in, you found the object. It reported both north and west coordinates. Last time it just gave lat. Oh, really? Okay. I had it down, the volume was down low so we could still talk, right? Yeah. And Surly Dev says, reminder, there's a Discord channel where we can talk about things to not distract Howard. I like the interactivity, guys. It's being a teacher for 30 years, I like the interactivity, but let me say this. I tuned into that Discord channel after the stream Thursday, or what is today? After the stream Tuesday. And I saw the squeaky chair was a topic. So just before we started today, look, you don't even hear the chair. No chair! Well, that was really distracting. I had to do a couple recordings today too, audio recordings today, and the chair was driving me nuts. So I just fixed it just before we started the stream, right? But there is a Discord channel if you guys would like to do off-topic stuff or even just talk at length about some topic. All right, that'd be cool. What else did we say we would test? I was going to test the crop dusting in a helicopter, but I was also going to test one other thing. Oh, the X-Cub coming down on the surface. But we don't have to do mission mode all night. We can go over to Andrew's and see what's going on in his stream or his system. Are you up and running now, Andrew? Let me just have a look here. You're not? And I see on your screen I've still got my camera isn't positioned properly. Huh. So you're still not running. What's going on?
I'm running.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
I see a black screen for you. It's got your tag at the top. It's got the Say Intentions bar at the top, but it doesn't have anything else. Are you projecting the wrong screen, or there's no sim?
Yeah.
It's just black. Black man.
Just give me a sec. That one. There you go.
There you are. I see you. I see you. All right, let's go over here to Andrew. Aha. Comments, thoughts, anything else? Ace of Spades says squeaky chair adds ambience, or as they say in California, ambiance, right? Ew, ambiance. You know, it's like, oh, how's your chair today? It has ambiance. How to get rid of your HFS feedback mat? High frequency, I don't know, what does that stand for? I was thinking of anti-static, but it was causing my tailbone pain. Oh, really?
No, Ace, actually, the problem was I was playing musical cables with my monitors, and OBS was on when I moved something, so it wasn't looking at the right place.
Wasn't looking at the right place. All right, let's go to some missions here. Let's find a mission with an airplane. That's a helicopter. Let's go find one with an airplane this time. Family outing. Oh, let's go take the family out. Best lunch in town. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything here. All right, what's this guy? Research for lost man in concrete. Concrete mountains, Andrew. Concrete mountains. Man, we've been there lots of times. That's right near Payne Field, you guys. We've been in here. It's right in there between the mountains, and it actually has 3 silos that say concrete on them, that are made of concrete. It's the name of the town, you guys. It's actually cool. Anyway, no, we haven't been there in real life. We were just, you know, in there in the sim a lot, right? And that's right here. Concrete mountains, right near Payne Field. Okay. But what is that mission? Concrete mountains, that's a helicopter too. Oh, that's a new one, okay. I am actually looking for, I think I'll find them down here. Where are we here? Here we go. Let's look at some of these. I want to take an X-Cub in and see if that's been fixed. Disappeared woman to save. And that's in an airplane. Okay, that's it right there. We'll do that one. Aircraft available. Oof. Let's take that one for a spin. This is the one I want to test next, right? Sim is updating, Zybok. Cool. It's a mess. Look at my baby. Oh my gosh. Fix your planes, Howard. Fix the darn thing. Okay, I'll go fix it, and then I'll wash it. How's our fuel for this mission? Looking good. Fly. Cumulus granitus. Rad. So Rad, we've got 2 weeks now. Let's see. A week and a half we've got left to pull together our lessons. So we're going to work on a lesson, you guys, for a week this Tuesday. This Tuesday is the Cirrus Vision Jet. I've been working on it. I've been comparing it to 2020. I've been looking at documentation. I'm going to bet that some of that avionics stuff is all fixed too. So actually, it's good timing. So the Cirrus Vision Jet. And once in a while, I'm going to do another learn a new airplane because they're in the sim. They're in the sim, and most people don't know how to fly them, and they don't know what to do with them. And I've been asked to do some of these. I've been asked to do the PC-12, but I haven't jumped into that one full speed ahead yet. But And they want the deeper dive. They want the sort of thing that I do when we all learn a new airplane, the 7 steps and all that. So I'll be doing some of those, interdispersed with acronym stuff, interdispersed with, you know, variety in our lessons, you guys. That's what I want to do. It's still dirty. I thought I cleaned the darn thing. In we go. Surly Dev has 50 hours in it. Looking forward to learning something new and how to fly it properly. Yeah, 50 hours. You should already... I bet you already know stuff, you know? You could probably help me out. Let's get this Boeing going. Now, I like to pop out that screen and put it on one of my G1000 screens that I have in front of me, but I'll leave that there for now. Your favorite jet in 2020? Yeah, Backcountry Sim Pilot. A lot of us loved it. We did a lesson in 2020, a long time ago. Could have been a year ago when it was released, on that plane. Something FX? FX Sim? Sim FX? Flight FX? Trying to think of the company name that made it. And in fact, you guys, and I think this came up in the last stream, they sold it to Asobo for 2024. So they don't support it in 2024, even though it's their plane. They sold it to Asobo. There's got to be something in the contract that says, do not support it, do not advise, do not, you know, it's got to be something in there where they're not going to get paid for support, so they're not going to support it. Right? Makes sense. All right, we're ready to go. Let's go contact the ground team. Let's get them on board.
Tech 9 Forder SAR ready to depart.
Ready to depart. Rock and roll.
SAR, Tech 9 green light.
Let's go find somebody. Now, I don't think I've ever done this one, so we'll find out. I'm looking at a little map. There's no trail, which means I've never done this mission. Cool.
Jessica, a woman,
Cool.
has gone missing near Grouse Creek desertic area with a vehicle. The conditions out there are tough.
Got offered a free plane and chose the Vision Jet in 2020. Nice. Not disappointed.
Give it a shot for us?
The 2024 doesn't have the tablet. Shame. I used to have 2 Vision Jets in 2024 too, until they removed one from my library. Oh, because you had the 2021 ported over? Is that why? By the way, if you press enter and these things don't work, just go up to your communications menu here and you'll see something you can do to override it. Sometimes you press enter and these things don't work up here. It'll happen. It'll happen sooner or later. Stop at the hold short. Okay. Excuse me. Step aside. Excuse me. Excuse me. Step aside. Excuse me. Donk. I think I got her in the head. I didn't mean to. I'm so mean. I'm a mean Canadian. Andrew's the nice Canadian. I'm the mean Canadian, right? Look, aircraft entered runway without an announcement. What? Was there a hold short back here? Where was the hold short? What? I guess I did. I just pulled out from where I was. I guess a hold short must have been right where I was, right? Anyway, this is your typical airplane thing, which they were doing to helicopters also. Hopefully they're not doing this to helicopters anymore, where you got to go down to the end of the runway and turn around, right? Now let me say this, you guys. See how much runway is behind me there? There's enough there for a short field takeoff airplane like this. I can take off in that space. So they should let you have the option. You can't. You got to go down and do the U-turn, yeah. So Ace is saying, Surly Dev, wait, can you not redeemable the 2020 Vision Jet anymore? Like you already owned it in 2020, right?
Yeah. If it's anything like the if it's anything like the 172 Classic, if you enable the 2020 version, it will disable the 2024 version.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look at that. This looks like I got snow on the runway. I see underneath the wheels there. Yeah, something's going on there. Guess that's why it's sort of whitish. Whitish. Yeah, so help them out, ASIM. You know, head into that area that's going to be live soon. This will be the super exciting thing that's coming up, you guys, any day now. SU1 is out, and the marketplace should be any day now, literally. All of a sudden, boom, there it is. So one of our, if it happens just before a stream, obviously the stream has to focus on the marketplace because everybody's going to talk about it, right? They want to talk about it. So whatever happens, you know, we'll make it happen. By the way, Andrew, How's your cold? Poor guy's suffering still. You
Sorry
can tell
about that.
his voice. You can
It's
tell it's nice and deep voice. You should do an Elvis
it's
impression.
it's getting better. Um, the 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 cough is starting to turn back into the dry patch in the back of your throat kind of thing. So it sneaks up on me. So if I do happen to cough in somebody in your guys' ears, apologies in advance. I do try to get my hand to my mute button before it happens, but
So just to show you guys, 1 notch of flaps, full power. Let it level out a bit. Ooh, my rudder pedal's a bit shaky. Okay, there we go. Steady as she goes. And I'll give it 1 more flap and get up. Boom. Just like that. I got more runway ahead of me than I need. Look at it all. And then get rid of that 1 flap. We're good. All right, she's looking good. Landing gear's in great shape. Everything's clean. Tires are good. I've got to try to land this thing in the desert without breaking it. Let's see if it can be done. At least until Marketplace actually drops, then we can see how it's done after that. Yeah. Yep. As soon as the Marketplace drops, you guys, and we see it in action, the one thing I'm really interested in is the rental. You heard about that way back. We talked about it, right? The whole rental thing. So you can rent a plane, pay $2 for it or something like that, and that cost can go towards the purchase of the plane if you want to buy it after that, which is one of the things that Jorg said that was one of his inspirations, one of the things that he said that should be in there. He got the idea from Blockbuster back in the day, you guys. Some of you know, and some of you are my age. You remember the Blockbuster days when you used to rent a movie? And if you wanted to buy the movie, they were actual physical VHS tapes or DVDs. And if you wanted to buy the movie, they would put your rental that you just paid toward the purchase price. So if you rented it for, I don't even remember what was rental back then. Could it be $5 for a rental? And if you rented a movie and then turned around and decided to buy it, they would knock the $5 off the movie. Well, that's what he said inspired him to do that for the sim. And he said that he wanted to just do the same thing. Apply your rental price to the cost of the airplane. So that's cool. And I'm looking forward to that. It's a promise that we don't know has come true or not. And we'll have to find out, right? While I'm heading to the search area, I'm going to head you over to Andrew and just to see what he's up to. Looking good for graphics. Where are you flying, Andrew? Probably the Halifax area?
Nope.
No?
The other end of where I come from. This is northwestern Cornwall in the UK.
Cool. Did you actually live there? I know you know a lot about
No,
UK, but...
no. I'm born and raised in Halifax. Well, technically born in Dartmouth, grew up in Waverley. Now I live in Bedford, but it's all within the new regional municipality. But no, my grandfather is actually from, and the Smith side of my family is actually from just across the river in Cornwall from Devonport, Plymouth and stuff.
Do you visit at all?
I have never been across the pond.
Well, as soon as we go across the pond, Andrew, we got to synchronize it. So you and I go at the same time. We can say hi to our families, and then we take off and go to our 2 favorite airports. And we tell people we got more important things to do, right?
And is Mike in chat?
No, he's
I haven't heard.
I haven't heard from him. Yeah,
I saw him on the list, but I haven't heard anybody
must
say
be on
hi
the
to him
road.
or whatnot. So
he might be on the road, right?
I was just going to point out the fact that I have I'm flying the WB sim right now, and I have the 530 and the 430 popped out on my hardware.
Nice. That's great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah, I've got a 530 sitting here too, so I'm going to do this.
Now I'm using the and this is the first time it.
Oh, right,
Mike's in
Charlie.
Houston.
That's right, Charlie. Tonight's the night, right? Yeah.
Nice. So for the first time, I actually got the 2024 version of MSFS pop-out panel manager.
Right.
It actually worked.
Cool.
It wouldn't work for me in 2024. It would take out the 430.
So Hunkia says I normally have to reset my control settings in 24 every time. I chose to save them and set them as default on all aircraft. Huh. Yeah. Reset your control settings in 24 every time. That does not happen to me at all. I've got a ton of controls in here simultaneously.
I've had a couple of times where I've had to fix one or two things, but I've never had the whole setup go completely wrong.
And Backcountry Sim Pilot says, how hard is crop dusting with a prop? Looks interesting. I found it very easy, but you've got to do some erratic flying. Like, lose your energy by doing a flare up, turn around and come back down on your run, and that'll help. Coming back down helps pick up the speed again to get back down again. And I found it's pretty much the same with helicopters too. And I watched a lot of videos of real crop dusters in helicopters and small planes, and then the 802, and that's what they were doing to be able to watch. I also want to recommend that you use your tablet when you're crop dusting, and it'll show you in yellow and green, it'll show you where you've actually laid down some oh, I'm not on my screen. It'll show you in the tablet where you've laid down your yellow and green, where you've laid down your chemical. Whoops. Every time I click the tablet, you guys, look at this. I click the tablet and I have no control. I'm turning my yoke. My plane's not doing anything. I got to bring my cursor over to the plane. But anyway, use your tablet to make sure you're doing the field properly. If I could find a crop duster tonight, I would have done it for you guys. But
yeah, Heisenberg, yes, check the downloads for your for the pop-up manager. There is a 2024 version of it, and it seems to be working. Excuse me.
so Charlie, say hi to Mike for us, by the way. Go ahead, Andrew. I was just going
to say, and it does work with both the 430 and the 530.
Cool.
Jessica isn't a regular in the area apparently, but she knows to stay put and wait for rescue to come if there's any problem.
Pop-up does tend to move your circles around
Position is
sometimes.
near where you are now. The vehicle is orange. If you spot that, maybe you'll be on to something.
Well, the nice part is I got it configured such that when I start the sim up and I go into the 172 is the only one I have set up right at the moment, and I start it and I say, okay, start pop-up manager. It actually pops them out, drags them down onto my hardware, maximizes the screens, and then puts me back into the sim, with the sim being the active window, and restarts my head track. It's very nice. Just because it stops it when it goes to pop the screens out, but
This looks pretty wide open. You think it'd be easy to find orange smoke in this area? I'm going straight through the middle of the circle first, and then I'll go and branch off to one of the sides. Now, later on, you guys, we're going to be talking with Rad about proper ways to do search and rescue, and I'm sure this isn't it. So we're going to learn more in a week and a half. A week this Tuesday, we'll do a search and rescue with Rad, and he'll give us some advice on how they do it in real life, and we'll try some of those techniques. But for now, what I've been doing is going straight through the circle, see if I can see them, especially when it's flat like this, see if I can see orange smoke in the distance. There is a certain distance where you won't see it anymore, and you got to do it and go around. So you notice up here, my HSI showing us I'm in the circle. It's all pink. If you look on your tablet, it's also pink, but there's your circle of search. So what they've done is they've just drawn a radius around last known position. And so you can do whatever method you want, but at a certain point you're out of the range, right? I typically go down the middle and then take off to one side. And I can usually find somebody pretty quick and get some good experience points for that. And sometimes looking back, all of a sudden they were behind you, you know, so that's another method you can use also. But boy, it's surprising. It's so barren here. You think you would just be able to spot it in no time, right? Better speed it up now. When I was descending, I was overspeeding. So this could take a while. We'll go back to Andrew's screen, you guys, and then as soon as I spot the person, then I'll do something about it. And we'll just see. The point of this exercise is to see if I wreck my landing gear on landing. I see them. And I'll just rock my wings. Use the intercom.
Fortizar, I told you, don't use this frequency.
Yeah, they haven't fixed that. They said don't use the frequency unless you see them. Well, I saw them. Yeah, see? They haven't fixed everything yet. Maybe I wasn't close enough.
Order SAR Tech 9, I found the car.
There we go. Okay, now it triggered.
Coordinates 41 North 1.
So they want me to come fly right through it and
Well done.
stay low and
Now
stay
do
slow
a
like
low
that.
pass to confirm everything is okay.
You got to smell it when you get through, right? You're like, yeah.
Close. Everyone will be relieved to hear the news.
Look, aircraft entered in a cloud.
Land nearby to see if you can help. Don't do
Okay
anything
then.
reckless, though. I don't want to have to save you too.
I don't want to have to save you too. Okay, I'll slow down my erratic flying. All right, let's go find a good place to land. It looks pretty good, but you don't know till you get right down there. Look. Let's see, right along here. Yeah, there's some bumps over there. I think this is a good run right here. I'm going to try this. Entered in a cloud again. See, so something's still wrong here. They haven't fixed that. SU2 maybe. Not too fast, too soon. All right, I'll come back around. Oh, I see. There's fog here, right? Right in front of me here. That's what it is, right? You got to get close and you got to land, right? So I don't know what they're talking about. All right, let's bring it in here. They don't give me wind direction, so give it a shot, Howard. No, I see boulders everywhere. Yeah, landing gear malfunction. It was hard. And that little bump at the end didn't help. Wow. Yeah, look at it all. So that was justified. Look at them all. How would you get near this thing? So that's another thing too, you guys. You didn't see the boulders till you got right down and your wheels were touching, right? Probably do a go around. But there might be a better way in here. Go easy over the bumps. Boom, boom, boom. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! All right, I made it here. We might not make it out. Yeah. 4 minutes 30 to the end of it. What? 4 minutes to the start of Starship Flight 8. All right. So give me a link. There it is. XCOM broadcast. Okay. Let's get that working.
Tell the family I'm okay, please.
Tell the family I'm okay. Please. 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 T minus 2 minutes and 49. Looks like. Okay. Release the brakes and get out of Dodge. Where's the best way out of here, you know? Look, there's fog everywhere, so of course I entered a cloud. Why wouldn't they go down to that house? Alright, let's release the brakes and let's get out of here. I got full power going. Maybe landing gear is in trouble, right? Yep. I'm in trouble. Or I'm uphill. I don't know. Am I uphill? It's another Musk-owned event, just saying. Yeah, it's nothing to do with him. Let's give credit to the engineers who make it all happen, you guys. Same with the car. Oh, I'm pretty sure I pressed it. Oh, there we go. Well, I had to press it again. My mouse was probably not on the right screen. So the hard part here is got to find an area that doesn't have all these boulders. It obviously hurt on the landing. They're everywhere. Looks like just beyond there, maybe. Yeah. Looks like maybe right over here. Gotta get out of here somehow. Yeah, but Surly Dev, I don't get my choice unless I own a Draco X and pick a different plane, but I don't own one. See, when you hit the bumps, it boing. But this thing can take it. No, you see what I mean? It's growing them in front of you, so it doesn't look like a good takeoff no matter what. So I'm just going to have to just be a cowboy. See, right there looks good. I should just take off right there. Watch them grow in front of me. Yep. Yep. Got to get off the ground real quick. Stay in ground effect. Flaps up. Man, oh man. Okay, it's probably back this way. Where are we going? Probably back west. Alright, well, it still worked. I can still land, but let's see if it says, we'll go back to Andrew's screen, you guys, but well, let's see if it says when I land, let's see if it says mission failed, and then a sign comes up that says mission was successful. What have I got? 12 miles? Okay, let's just
There's a fun place you wouldn't want to be walking.
Where's that?
That's the Penhale military range. I'm assuming it's a firing range and whatnot for artillery and tanks and
I am on
aircraft
full
with bombs and missiles, so.
I'm on full power, just wasn't doing it. That's full power, you guys. 5,000 feet. What is this mess? Fly to final. Oh, I see. Down that way. Okay. Let's get out of this mess. How do I turn that off? Okay, there we go. Look, it's even giving me an overheat here. Or something. It's not overspeed. Yeah, it's overheat. Huh. Let's pull back some RPMs here. There is a runway here, right? Oh, right there. Yep. All right, then we'll go over and watch the launch, or maybe I'll pause and watch the launch. See what's happening. Oh, it's already launching. What am I saying? Let's go over here.
Boosters pushing us downrange over the Gulf. Next milestone coming up in just under 10 seconds is going to be max Q, that max aerodynamic pressure.
Look at all those. Is that 27 engines, you guys? Look at the speed of the thing.
Max Q.
All right, so we're through max Q. That's the heaviest stresses it's kind of seeing on the way up. Wow, that was pretty incredible.
I'm still recovering. That was amazing. Beautiful views of the vehicle on ascent.
This thing is huge.
Pitching downrange away from the launch tower.
Next thing coming up is hot staging. So we're going to look for 6 engines to ignite on ship while we're still attached to the top of the booster. We'll see all but those 3 center engines shut down on booster.
So did anybody know what the purpose was of tonight's launch? What are they testing? How far is it going?
We're hearing the initial call that we are go for booster catch back here at the launch tower.
I know that they bring it back and they catch it with the arms and all that.
Coming up now on hot staging, the ship's engines will ignite while still attached to the Super Heavy booster, and also while Super Heavy booster will still be under power itself. The clamps holding the 2 stages together are going to release.
Boom.
Starship second stage engines will
Booster engine
ignite.
cut off.
Booster catch.
Ship
First
engine
payload
startup.
deploy. First payload deploy according to the X notification. That's
Space
cool.
Operation.
That's one big, heavy, huge thing, you guys. If you saw this thing on its ramp and saw a person standing
There we
beside
go.
it.
Ship engines, all 6 Raptors ignited. We're doing that boost back burn. Looks like we got 11 of the 13 that we command for that, so that's going to start sending the booster back. We are still go for booster return, even with 2 Raptors out during that boost back. We can do a full duration one. But
chamber push is nominal.
looks like we got a ship, 6 engines heading into space, and then we got a booster hopefully on our way back to Starbase. How's everything going in Hawthorne, Chris?
Everything is looking good. The crowd eagerly followed that ascent and now watching the booster coming back. So as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen here, that is ship continuing, and that's a great view of ship continuing on its way to space. They're looking, that's inside the camera, inside the aft skirt, looking at the Raptor vacuum and the sea level engines. The sea level one's there in the center of your screen under our T+ clock. You can see our boost back burn. We're down to 3 engines on the boost back burn. And you can see ship on the right-hand side of that telemetry with 6 engines lit, continuing its ascent to orbit, already over 100 kilometers in altitude.
Oh, I see how they do it.
The booster 87 kilometers in altitude and continuing its trek right now back to the landing site and catch site. There's a shutdown. And we just heard a good call out for boost back shutdown. The next thing we should see on our screen is the separation of the hot stage from the Super Heavy booster. We jettisoned that because we do not need it for the landing, but on future iterations of the Super Heavy, that hot stage ring will be incorporated into the booster and we will get it back. But for today, you can see it on the right-hand side of your screen there, just separating off from the right-hand side of the booster. You can also see the booster doing its liquid oxygen dump there, which is exactly what we would expect for it to do as the booster gets itself configured for the landing here. Wow. Now, meanwhile, Starship will continue to coast after it reaches orbit for about 40 minutes or so, up to an altitude of 214 kilometers, but it's still got a ways to go there, currently accelerating past 7,500 kilometers per hour there in velocity. And just look at those great views of the booster coming back. The Gulf coastline there just looks absolutely gorgeous.
Starship is on a nominal trajectory.
And there we hear nominal trajectories all around. And Dan and Kate, we're at 5 minutes, 15 seconds here into the flight. Everything looking good for the Super Heavy and for Starship today. What's it like there at Starbase as we get ready to catch?
It was incredible, Chris, to be able to see the mock diamonds with my own eyes. That was amazing. We are standing by for return of booster back to the launch tower. We have heard that we are go for the catch of the booster.
Yeah, this coming from one of our long-range tracking cameras, we're able to see the hot stage separate and fly away. So coming up in just about 30 seconds, we're going to look for the landing burn. We're going to command those 13 inner and middle ring engines to turn on. 13 initially. They bleed off all of that velocity as we're slowing down from supersonic speeds, eventually moding down to only 3 engines for that precision flight into the tower.
Right now, booster using its 4 hypersonic grid fins to help guide itself through this atmospheric entry back for its precision landing at the launch site.
Hot, hot, hot.
Once again, we're going to ignite first the center 13 engines.
Boom.
We should see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines and startup.
That's cool. You see the engines on the left here?
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its
Must be close.
And we just heard the sonic boom.
Looking good.
What an incredible sight to see the Super Heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
Chopstick arms. Clamp that, baby.
Stuck the landing.
Wow. That will never get old.
All right. We saw 12 out of 13 light for that landing burn. Booster still able to make its way with that final precision burn on the 3 engines in for the tower catch. So booster caught. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on ship. Still got 6 Raptors burning.
Yep,
those are going to continue for about another minute until we'll get to the Starship engine cutoff. Really cool view. Again, a million shout outs to all of our avionics team who make these cameras possible for us. That's looking right down inside essentially the skirt area of ship, where you can see a pretty good view of all 6 Raptors, especially those 3 inner ones, one of which we're going to hopefully relight a little bit later. And we just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship.
Ooh. Ooh. That's not good. You notice they get silent when that happens. Yeah. What's that all about? They've got two engines.
Yes, saved.
Yeah.
So we're still getting video down from the ship. You can see we've lost several engines and we've lost attitude control of the vehicle.
Holy moly, guys.
So we'll continue to stick with it.
A lot of money to throw up there and have it blow up. Billions.
For those of you that just recently joined us, we had a successful liftoff of the 8th test flight of Starship, followed by a successful stage separation. We saw the booster, actually, you can see it just behind us here. The booster had a successful catch back at the tower. Unfortunately, it seems as though we lost the attitude control of the ship. We are standing by as we listen in with the teams on the nets to understand what information we're able to provide you. We will provide that as soon as we are able, but it's pretty incredible to take a moment and see the booster
they're
just behind us. Certainly a different view than last time.
Eject,
and at
Goose,
this point,
eject.
we've essentially lost contact with the ship. We're no longer receiving telemetry at this moment. So we were only about 20 seconds away or so from the end of that ship ascent burn. We saw several of the engines start to cut out. Once you lose enough of those center engines, you're going to lose attitude control. And so we did see the ship start to go into a spin, and at this point we have lost contact with the ship.
So it exploded.
We're going to listen in for a little bit.
I
think it's pretty obvious we're not going to continue the rest of the mission today, but just give us a couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes so we can find where all the pieces landed. You know what I mean? Let's hope it was over the ocean, and let's hope there weren't any ocean-going ships. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Let's do a simple mission where we can just land the plane. You know what I mean? Land the plane. Just land the plane. Yeah. Just got text from Mike Audio. He says hi to everybody. Hey, Charlie, thanks for that. Say hi back to Mike. We miss him on the stream. And glad to hear you guys are getting together for dinner. That's the way to do it. The way to do it. I like doing that when I'm in another city too. I like to try and meet up with people I might know, depending on the city I'm in. No, we don't want two flaps. We just go way too slow. Let's get around here and get this thing on the ground. See what happens. There's a runway somewhere. There it is. All right.
Well, Charlie, if anybody could give you one, it would be Mike.
Cool. Maximum speed with flaps extended. Are you kidding? Did I do that? Okay. They got me. They got me. I wasn't paying attention. See? Don't read chat. Do not read chat. I'm in the range now. I'm just going to use one flap, you guys. You don't need all flaps for this thing. Same runway we took off from. This is the end we took off from. This should be good. 26. I'm looking up on my heading indicator. Yep. Same runway. Good. Looking good. Flare. That was a bit hard. Gee whiz. It's always on stream, isn't it? It's always on stream when I have these troubles. And we'll just stop right there. Watch what it says. Stop your aircraft. Watch. Mission failed.
I'm afraid the mission has to be considered a failed ForderSAR. Sorry.
Sorry, it's a failed mission. Okay, wait for it. Sounds like a guest spot on ForderLearnToFly.
Mission success. You just broke your plane, though.
Yeah, you broke your plane, but you know, look, 3 cloud avoidance. Okay, 1 radio communication. I'm surprised at that. Oh, when I was trying to tell them, I found them. Yeah, flaps extended, max speed. Look at this. I've never seen a 15 yet. Wow, I really wrecked that one, you guys. And watch I was up in the S. Watch my reputation fall now. Here we go. From my S down into maybe even lower than an A. Well, I made money though, right? Reputation bonus, no skip bonus, base income. Not a bad pay to go find somebody. But watch this. Boom! Right down into A. Boy, that was a big chunk, wasn't it? That's what I get for fooling around. Pay attention, Howard. Pay attention. So, Serta Dev says, sounds like a guest spot on ForderLearnToFly. What's that? Tell me what you're talking about there.
Mike giving Charlie tutorials on say intentions.
Absolutely. That would be great. Even the two of them, right? Why not? All right, free flight. We're going to go and look at something new. I've already tested some career mode stuff. Oh, I don't think my DH100 was here before. Look. Oh, so stuff is showing up, you guys. Stuff. Other. Let's go to other. I want to take a look at Crosscart. I know probably Murph would look at this thing before it even got released. There's the Juice Goose, you guys. And here's the Crosscart. Let's go see what Andrew's doing. I was wondering if you'd want to come fly with the Crosscart, Andrew. Do you have it? Did you install it?
Theoretically.
And Cruxy, how you doing?
There's a big open pit something or other mine. Let's see, that is the castle on Dinas Quarry. Really? Is there a castle somewhere nearby?
The castle. Ooh. Isn't that interesting? The castle.
It's a big hole in the ground, I'll give it that much.
Right, let's turn that on and let's turn that on. There we go.
I gotta go.
So, Cruxy says, I find the reputation grind somewhat frustrating with how far it can fall from less than perfect mission. Yeah, but you know, in real life, those kind of things that I made mistakes on could cost me my life or cost someone else their life. So I'm not surprised, and it doesn't fizz on me, you guys. I'm not paying attention. When I came in for a landing, the pressure is, when I came in for a landing to rescue the person, if you just keep circling around trying to find the perfect spot, you'll get dinged for how long it took you to land and pick them up, right? So the other part is you don't see the rocks till you're really close. Whereas, you know, I did a low flyby. I looked like I could do it there. And then that's part of the problem. It's drawing them in front of you as you're landing. It's like, So I've done a few go-arounds in the early stages of my career here. I did a few go-arounds, and I kept doing go-arounds, and I kept doing go-arounds, and I just said, oh, the heck with it. And I landed. And I wrecked my landing gear, right? So, you know, it's the same with the mountain thing. There have been some impossible mountain rescues that I just couldn't do. I had to actually abort the mission. They're on the side of a mountain just clustered with trees. So one thing one person said was find an open spot somewhere and walk to the person. That only works with a certain distance. All right, so I have done that. I've landed on a flat spot of the mountain and then got out of the helicopter while it's running and walked down, as we can do now in this sim. But if you get too far away from the helicopter, it'll say abandon aircraft and you lost the mission. So you can't go too far. I don't know what the distance is, but I did go too far trying to rescue the person. But that can work for short distances. So I've thought about that, right? Yeah, Oz says, yep, successful catch a booster, but lost the ship again, yep. To Istanbul International. Okay, why there? Why there? Why there? Give me an ICAO and I'll go there.
I forget what it was. Yeah, we talked about
there's
that.
The castle, Andrew.
That's St. Michael's Mount. That's the English one, because there's a Mount Saint Michel in just off the coast of France too.
Nice.
But I wanted to. I had aftermarket for from off of .to for 2020. I just wanted to see what it
so that's
looks
scenery
like
from 2020. You're saying?
No, this is default. Okay. I didn't move the scenery.
Okay. And you're flying WB Sim. I can tell by the AOA indicator.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Anybody gonna fly? Anybody gonna drive the the cart. I haven't been in it yet. I'm going to give it a shot. And anybody want to join me wherever I'm going here? There's the baby. This is the new Project Cross cart. I didn't know who it was from. Rally Exploration. Okay. LTFM? LTFM, Andrew, quick, help me out. Ace has given us another acronym. LTFM.
Yeah, that's the ICAO code for Istanbul International.
Oh, okay, that's what I asked for. Okay, I'm not following the threaded conversation here. All right, let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, it's orange. Ooh, let's go with this one. Ooh, that one's made for sand. Interesting. Wrecked. This one's called Wrecked. Okay, let's do the wrecked one. Wrecked. Even the cross cart's going to be a landing challenge. Okay. If you say so. And that's the ICAO code. Thanks for that. Let's do it. Anyone else want to join me? LTFM. LTFM. Thanks for tuning in to Howard FM. So it's going to put me on a runway, right? I guess that gets it running, right? I guess, right? Oh, you mean like in here maybe? Is that what you're after? Is that why we're here? Tell me why we picked this airport. Because of the country all around, or what? Or the city around? Somebody give me a hint why we're here. Out of all the places we could be. All right, I'm going to change this to 12 noon. So we got the sun directly above us. And I'm going to give us like blue skies or something, right? Yeah, clear skies. Why not? All players is on. Good. Let's give her a go, mate. And why didn't it like that? Because it doesn't know where I'm landing. Okay, it doesn't know where I am. It just says runway. They don't have a start flight. Okay. Huh. They don't have a start flight. Okay. Because I'm a vehicle on the ground, I see, it doesn't give me an actual place to start. Huh. So I'm going to start in the air, is that it? Eesh. Something wrong with that. I guess I'll start on a helipad. Maybe that's the best way. You cannot take off from a helipad with the selected aircraft. All right, you guys, give me a hand here. What's going on? I thought it was actually going to start right here. Okay, it might even start in the air, so let's see what happens, right? It has no parking spaces. Nope, just run it right down the runways. Okay.
If you go to the drop-down window menu up by where it says where your airport would be, well, at least with airplanes, it gives you a choice of...
I'm in the trees! What do I do now? Yeah, okay.
On the ground or at cold and dark or ready to take
I got
off.
Suspension, yeah.
Or airborne. So you can actually pick to start on the ground if you just click in the
there's
space
a site,
somewhere.
You guys. There's a site. I'm sure Got Friends is going to be not happy with me. It's like, Howard, what are you doing? What are you doing growing trees out of the cart? Look at that thing. It's just a frame with an engine. Isn't that cool? Like you could build it yourself. Look, there's where my lawnmower engine went. I knew someone had it somewhere.
It's a dune buggy. That's all it is a frame of
That's right.
wheels and
a rugged little thing, right? I'd probably be wearing some kind of filter on my face because, you know.
Should be wearing a helmet. That's what you should be wearing.
Yeah, absolutely. A helmet for sure, yeah. All right, let me get in here and let's see what we got. Nice little display. It should already be running. Probably my throttle. Yep. Brakes on. Brakes off. Sounds like a lawnmower. Okay, brakes. No, maybe I'm just stuck on a tree. Brakes. No. All right, let's go. Shift 1. What's this? Ooh, lights. Nice, nice. What do you got here? Probably to kill it. It's already on. It's already started. Look, gears, paddle gears.
Yep.
All right. Maybe it's in neutral. P for park, maybe. P. Oh, back up in the tree.
Yeah, you're in neutral right now.
All right.
That's what starts out. You have. I don't remember. I read it this morning or yesterday afternoon, and I don't remember what it was.
All right, spacebar. No. Enter. Here, and we're in it. Yeah, spacebar did it. There we go. Holy moly. Alright. This is why you guys want me here. Oh, okay, because there's hills. Alright. Let's just give us some distance here. Okay, there we go. Yeehaw! See what it does on a nice sharp turn with a brake. Nice. What about back? Nope. I was using reverse thrust, but that didn't seem to do anything. It's got to be a reverse, but who knows how. So Super Ty, you were watching probably, I think probably Two-Tone Murphy would have grabbed this thing the minute it was released and shown it on stream. How do you reverse? How do you change gears? I don't think I need to change gears. It's just doing it, right? I'm steering with my yoke. Uh-oh. Building. Brakes. Okay. Anyone else coming to join me? Let's see if I can do a donut. Now we can go exploring it. You did show it? Okay. Tell us more. Now I'm breaking up trees, wrecking stuff. What a funny looking runway this is. This is the default runway by, like, for real? Look, my skid marks from before. Woohoo! This can't be runway. Oh, I see. This is the whole terminal. Wow. This is where planes are parked. Really? Well, that's just ugly. So, LTFM is not in your sim, Kiwi Craig? Should be in... Oh, I was watching the chat. Boom. Need another dune buggy over here. So, that, we're good. So, it doesn't detect trees? Well, you sure got to know where you're going though, right? Oh, this looks like a road. Maybe? Oh, I'm back where I was. So how would you find a road, you guys? It sounds electric, but it's not. It's got a motor. It's got an engine. There's a road. I see one over there. So this would be good when you get out of your plane. Let's see if I can get out of here. Oh, right here. Oh, I couldn't sneak through. Wouldn't let me sneak through. Nope. Nope. There's a road back there. Okay, let's go on this road. That's not a road either. This is part of the airport or airport parking? Or... Wow. Whatever this scenery is, it's really something. It keeps grabbing a tree though and going up in the tree. That's the problem. But I can see using this, not necessarily for racing unless you're in the open dune, but I can see using this for, you know, you get to the airport, you get out, you go into one of these and you travel over somewhere to somewhere, like in the city, like some well-made city. Yeah, this is just crazy. Why did you guys want me to be here? Out of all the places I could have been. This one looks like a dead end. Let's go there. Yeehaw, baby! I can't fly over the top. Won't let me fly. There we go. Got some air on that one. Anybody dizzy yet? Dune buggy in the airport's full of dunes. Okay, that's why. Okay. Air. That was good. Alright, we got to get a side view of that. Oh, I see a dune coming up. Oh, I see a boulder. Do you see that? Yeah, the boulders are very real. Okay. That was a boulder hit. Right there. Bumps, bumps. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Let's see if I can get some air going over this next hill. Way cool. So we already had the Juice Goose from Parallel 42. I'm just wondering why someone would want to make another one, you know? Oh, there's some air? No? Oh, guess I should watch where I'm going. Alright, now that it totally wrecked there, Howard, we're not going to let you show any products anymore. Oh, man. The bumps and the bruises. Wow. You guys thought I wrecked the undercarriage of an airplane. Look what I did to this thing. Hit that bump really hard. Go. Boom. Hit another one. Boom. No, you can't go between the trees. It just doesn't let you. Now I'm off into La La Land. So I wonder if it's because like crashes could be off. I see a highway. Maybe I'll go there. Alright, let's try the highway where I'm supposed to be, right? I know it's an off-road vehicle, but let's try this. See if I can go somewhere without hitting trees, right? I keep wanting to steer with my feet like I do with an airplane, right? But I'll do it with the yoke. So here comes the fun part. Will it turn? Oh man, will it turn? You can touch the brake too to make it turn. Nope, it's not turning very well. Turn, baby! Oh, too sharp. Okay, that was fun. What else can we do with it? Can you see your location in Little Nav Map? Well, I'm sure you can. I'm not even watching what I'm doing here. Wow, look at it. Yeah, that could be me right there. Yeah. I should be down by the water now. Alright, should be water to my left. Well, I'm not exactly sitting upright. Just a second.
Check, make sure you're connected to the sim. Sometimes it doesn't automate. Even if you tell it to automatically, sometimes it doesn't.
But that's this airport right here, right? Where is there a spot where I can... Yeah, that looks like it. Yep. There I was on the runways. Then I found another runway. Then I found a road. And I should see water behind me by the looks
there you are. Right there. That's you.
You got me on your screen? No, you don't have me on your screen. Okay, you mean on Little Nav Map?
On Little Nav Map, yeah.
It's supposed to be water right behind me. Okay. How do you get out of the forest?
Right.
Yeah, I don't like the whole tree thing. It's not very realistic. Oh, there's an airplane in the middle of the trees. If I could just get out to it. Man, I just want to turn and get around the other side.
Hey, look, it's Howard in the default crosscut at 177.78 feet. With a little green airplane on the world map.
If I could get out somewhere where I could actually drive the thing, I guess I'm going to have to slew it. The heck with it. Should have been some water here somewhere. Oh, there's the water. Okay, let's go over here where we can have some fun. Oh yeah, there's the challenge right there. I see it. And you're seeing me somewhere, Andrew, on your screen?
Oh, I just had you on the world map.
Oh, okay. I want to switch to your screen and just see what you're talking about. All right, let's go.
Back out.
I thought I saw a little peninsula you could drive along, right?
And there's Grubius and the Juice Goose.
Hold on a sec. Brakes. Let's find it. Yeah, there was a little roadway right there. Okay, let's do that. Someone just went by in an airplane. Okay, let's do this. I could use the tablet, you guys, but I'm going to use a Little Nav Map. See if I can get over to this little peninsula over here. Looks like it's over this way. Take it a bit slow here. I keep wanting to do left left pedal to go left. Maybe, no, that's way too far that way. Okay, so
there's Kiwi Craig. You're driving Kiwi Craig. He is in the Red Wings DS Phantomas.
Should be out this way.
Sure he is. It's me in the Juice Goose wondering why I'm still in aircraft. Groovies, is that on Howard's stream?
Yeah, I saw an aircraft go by me.
Okay, you may not have the Juice Goose put in then. So it's saying
yeah,
here's a bonanza.
Yeah, I have it. So the first one I put in, yeah. Ooh, look at that. I am actually in water, aren't I? How fast can you go through this area? We'll find out. Bet you if I go in the water, it's not that deep. Where do I go from here? I don't know. Let's just do it. Sharp turn coming up. More rocks. Hit that one hard. We should have a race though. Why not? Oh, I just saw someone behind me. I'm going to stop. Hold on. There he is. Yeah. So what could be our difference in the Juice Goose? There he is. Wow. Without a front wheel. Wow. Oh, I just avoided a bunch of rocks. Oh, see, you hit a tree and that's what happens. There we go. I wrecked it. Okay, God friends, I know we have a great business relationship, but I wrecked your vehicle. Maybe yours is a newer version. Yeah, that's probably it, right? Yeah. That's how it goes, right? Which is too bad. Yeah, I forgot I still had this out. Yeah. There we go. Okay, let me just try the Juice Goose and let's just see what that looks like. So groupies, let me just see what that looks like. Other parallel 42. It could be mine as a older version I moved over. No, I'm sure I added the new one. Speedster, crawler, runner. Well, the way I've been wrecking things, I better crawl. And then is there a livery thing? Yeah, I guess I got it. Let's do it. Same thing. Same thing. Right around here somewhere. Where's that house I just creamed? Over here. Right there. Drop it there. Let's see what it looks like in the sim. So for those watching, those just tuned in, this is 2024 and we're just in there having some fun. And I forgot to change the time and date. Thought it would sort of stay with me. Ooh. Is that cool? Ha! Wow, I forgot about that. Look at that. Talk about fun. And those antennae move around too as you get moving. But you know, I'm right near water, you guys. I'm going to kill myself here. Okay, nothing. All right, I got to start it up or something. Oh, everything's on. Magnetos are on. Explore. Oh yeah, you can. I remember we can teleport to other places, right? Parking brakes on. Okay. Boom. Parking brakes off. No throttle. Maybe throttle was one of the pedals. No. One of the other levers. No. I forget. I don't know how to make it work. Fog lamp. Light bar. Wake sleep. Dynamic stability control. Climb assist. Climb assist? What does that mean? Parking brake is already off. Huh. Glove box. Let me just put some daylight on and we'll see what's going on, right? Controller, you mean the one I was just using to drive the other vehicle? I think it's still plugged in, yeah. And let's go have a look here. The original off-track vehicle. No, well, let me just have a look here. The flux capacitor is fluxing, yeah. All right, someone who's driven the Goose recently, tell me how to get it going. Come on, give me a hand. What's that? It says juice. That's the booster right there on the steering wheel. Maybe that's it. Oh, rear wheel drive, dynamic stability control. Da, la, 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 la. What's this over here? I don't think there's much else. What's this? Wake sleep. Hold it. Oh, there's sleep. Okay, hold it. Oops. And now it's open. Okay, now it's on. La 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 la. All right. The other one was easier to drive. I just had to push forward. Need help? Scan the barcode. Okay, then I will. There must be a view for that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no special view for that. It maps to an Xbox controller. It never maps to my hottest. Oh, really? I see what you mean. So it disconnected it. All right. We'll just try it from here then. Xbox controller it is. Let's try that. Let's give her a go, mate. Back to normal. Normal. Is there a normal? There is no normal. Okay. Nothing like experimenting live. Let's just try it like this. That's not even normal. Okay, let's try it like that. Yep. Yeah, controller for sure. That's all. Yep. And it looks like I'll be steering. That's views. Looks like I'll be steering with. Can I go up? No, down. Oh, there we go. And looks like I'll be steering with my left, with my thumb. Okay, there we go. Let's bring it back down a bit. Let's go. Don't know why it's flashing a brake. I got full power on. Seems heavier. Oops, 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 oops. Treat, treat, treat. Love how the antenna flies around. Don't hit the tree hard. Don't hit the tree. Cool. Invisible to you. Oh, you don't see me at all now. So we got two different kinds of juice gooses. I wonder why. Oh, I'm on Southeast Asia, right? No, but we were both in Sim. Oh, I see your tag over there. Juice goose there somewhere. Okay. Are you here? It looks like you're nearby me here. Looks like you're very close. Yeah. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, maybe I have to get a new version, right? Simple as that. I love the texture, you guys. Look at the rocks. Stuff we've been hitting. It's kind of neat. All right. Well, that was interesting. Just thought I'd check it out because it's a new product. And as a Got Friends partner, I get free access to it. So I thought I would see what it's all about. It's a peppy little thing. Had fun with that. Live players are all pairs. Oh, Sorty Dev says, yeah. Let's just check mine too. I'm sure mine already said that. Or else it changed it. All players. Air traffic. Okay. Make it daylight. Oh, that's UTC. Did you want to try it again or no? Oh, I saw something down there. Just a sec. Right here. There he is. Let's go down beside him. Looks dark. There we go. Check that you're on all players and we'll see if it works. And then we'll get out of here. Come on, put me in. Oh, put me in the water. Of course it did. Of course it did. I'm in the marsh. Oof. Oh, it didn't hit the bum? Yeah, but I still don't see him. Oh, he's behind me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what it was, and you were not on all players. I just saw him. It was just there behind me. The actual vehicle. Like there. See, it flashed. Alright, I'll back up a bit. I'm too close, I guess. No. So it's intermittent. He was right here. There he is. See him when I backed up? Let's look around behind me. It's a magic trick. Now you see him? Now you don't. Have to be real close to see each other, right? Okay. Like, real close. Like, that close. Like that close. Alright, I got your seats. Just need the rest of your chassis. Wow, look at that. Alright, I'll hold it right there. What's going on? That's funny. I should talk to Parallel42 about it. So it might be the older version, you guys. It's not working right or something, right? So you see us as Bonanzas. So Kiwi Craig, you don't have this vehicle though, right? So it's still defaulting to a Bonanza. What are you flying? Interesting, anyway. So if you use the teleport feature inside this thing, you can teleport to another place. It's right here somewhere. Right here. Explore. And then teleport to where? Oh, Bonnieville Salt Flats. There we go. Teleporting to the Salt Flats. And obviously it's the wrong time of day. And this is where you have fun, you guys. Because, you know, it's made for this stuff. And you'll see others in there too, if it's one of theirs. One of their sceneries. You'll see others here somewhere. There's the old vegetation popping up the last minute. Oh, did I hear it actually screech? It's kind of funny. So who knows where the Bonnieville Flats are, you guys? Let's just have a quick look. Here's a lot of my flights that I've been doing. Okay. We're back here again. Okay. Huh. These are the flats. Okay. Near this lake. Great Salt Lake. Okay. Who knew? I did a rescue right here too. Look at that. So I was going to turn it up because listen to this. Listen to the screech. And it stops in a heartbeat. Look at the speed, 60, 65, 65 knots. Don't hit a bump. Do not hit a bump. Right turn. Not gonna let me turn sharply. Ruby's is just going to fly over in the Juice Goose. No, he's driving. I can't go backwards. Let me go backwards. I thought I could go backwards. Bump. Nope. Just a tiny bump. There's another bump. Come on. Airborne. Oh, that's good.
If you haven't got a third-party scenery for this airport, You'd never make it. You'd never get the plane on the ground.
Yeah, no kidding.
That is just sad.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen an airport in such bad shape.
It's like at the very minimum, it never even got flat.
All right, let's go look at boost. The boost button, which is right here, the juice button. There we go. Juice goose. So I'll hit that while I'm driving. I can't do it with both. I wonder if it's a certain button. Let me try A. No, B. Oh, that's the horn. Oh, what a crappy horn. So none of those buttons are the juice. Okay, I'll have to do it manually. How do you hit the juice when your hand is on the controller?
Apparently, it's the A button.
Well, it didn't work for me. A button. Okay, let's get up to speed. Up to speed. Hit the A button. Boom. Oh, I see. It doesn't show it depressing, but it does actually give me more speed. Airspeed 82. I was only up to 65 before. I'm just going to hold it until I run out of propellant. 90. These are knots, you guys. Probably keep hitting stuff. Right? Impressive. Oh, I went back outside of it and it all stopped. Raleigh, how you doing, my friend? Good day, mate. Welcome aboard the Freight Express, as Howard wrecks a few vehicles. Oh, I see he's back there. No, there's no reverse, eh? Well, there is a reverse, but there must be. You got to do it here somewhere. Glow kit. Oh, nice. Lights, action, camera. Probably their rear wheel drive only. Okay. Dynamic stability control. Should be left trigger. Left trigger. Yeah, that's what it is on the other one. The other one, left trigger, sent me backwards, but this one on the Juice Goose, I forget what it is. Some way, but the right trigger goes forward. Bump, bump, bump. Oof, oof, oof. Boost. Can you imagine going across the desert over rocks doing this? Spinette. Look at the fans back there. Oh, he's catching up to me. Nope, that's an airport following me.
You're being followed by an airport?
Yeah, I thought someone was following me, but it's like that airport would look like it was moving. It's an airport icon. All right, well, that was interesting. Lots of fun. Yeah, Charlie's saying it's a bizarre airport, so he's there also. Let's have a look, Andrew. Oh, you're already up in the air? And what are you flying? Looks like a Spitfire. How's that for a guess, you guys? You see, I got it. He's flying the Spitfire. Is that cool or what? All right, it's time to roll the TIM for you guys before we finish the stream, which means I'm going to go into career mode and I'm going to see how much money I made today. You know what I mean? And, you know, don't look, Oz, because it's, you know, it's chump change according to your income. But we'll see what I got. Maybe we'll watch Andrew land on this funny airport first. What was that reaction again, Andrew?
Yeah.
Look at it. You know, from really high up, it might look great. Look at the expressway over there.
Even on the world map, it looks horrible.
Does it? What is with that anyway?
Like there are no parking spots.
Yeah, Grubius, I am going to mention it to them because they are partners, and you know we previewed this thing in 2020 and we had a ball with it. And we're talking about the Juice Goose, you guys. It's a Parallel 42 product. The cross cart looks like we couldn't see each other, but was that an all players thing too? Look at that. So why did you guys pick this one? Because of the dunes, or you wanted me to see how ugly it was?
No, Ace just wanted you to see what the place looked like.
Oh man, yeah. Gonna try to land with this airport. I have a good excuse if I crash. That's it, Charlie. That's the way to do it. So, Charlie, I thought you were having dinner. It would be around now, wouldn't it? Or where are you guys? In Texas? Oh, so it's going to be 2 hours behind us. Okay. So it's right now it's 5:30. Probably, right? Okay. By the way, you guys, this weekend, the 8th and the 9th, is the Sim in Fun with Pilot Edge at Lakeland. A lot of you guys did the landing challenge with us at Lakeland. Same exact Parker approach and all of that, but with live controllers that will have you rock your wings. You have to have the Pilot Edge client, you have to have the Pilot Edge scenery installed, and you have to turn off your own multiplayer in whatever sim you're flying. And then you can fly the Parker approach and they'll talk to you and have you land and all the rest. And they've got some gorgeous scenery. I'm probably going to pull it in. I've been a customer of Pilot Edge since it started. I'll probably pull in their scenery and just let you guys see what it looks like on stream. I can do that this weekend. I can't use it for my own landing challenges. It wouldn't be fair to them. They built this scenery just for their own sim and fun thing. Someone else is flying nearby you there, Andrew. Was that Charlie? Saw a red and white airport, or a red and white airplane. It's cool. So Ace says, Andrew, it's the biggest airport in Turkey and the second busiest airport in Europe. And that's the state of it in the sim.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
That is sad. I mean, why aren't they getting someone to look at that? Maybe it's just too big. Maybe they're waiting for third party to build something and they'll sell it, right? Hi says it. Can't wait for
Viper.
it. The tower's very blue. You won't
Viper
miss
Strike, good evening.
Viper!
He's
How you
in
doing?
St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, nice. It's in the Caribbean.
Cool. Some people know how to live.
And Nick, good evening, sir. How you doing?
Except for the elevation issues. It looks great.
Even then, it doesn't look all that. Even on the world map, it looks horrid.
He's trying to go easy on fellow developers, right? It's not that bad.
No, I
Take a
don't
closer
think
look, Andrew.
there's no fellow developer to worry about here. There's been nothing done with it.
Yeah, it's actually nothing done with it. Yeah.
There's like one little 3D building across the end of that terminal part there, but that's it.
Okay, Charlie, have a good one. Say hi to Mike.
Yeah, see you, Charlie.
Are you going to land, Andrew, or no? You're not going to attempt it? Chicken. Guess what, you guys? Guess what I got working now?
Awesome!
It's working! It's working. What else they got on here? Oh, that's funny. My sound card's working there. All right, let's go to career mode while Andrew's just flying around and looking at the place. Let's just see how my day went today. Here we go. You ready, Oz? You ready for it? You ready for it? Here we go. Roll the TIMF. Wow, that's a great paycheck today. Wow. How did I do that? 27 aircraft were used by crew. I have 29 aircraft, so one of them is out of commission. What's with that? And flight duration 7 hours and 20 minutes. So that's going to be some hours last night while I was building a lesson, and then most of those hours were today. That's pretty cool. Just kept it running. Yeah, that's actually pretty decent for a day's work. Not bad. I can almost get that airplane I'm after, Oz. Can you lend me a few mil, my friend? Can you imagine millionaires talking to each other? Hey, can you lend me a few mil? I can't get that airplane. That's funny. And look at the wear and tear. 7, 8, 6, 7. Yeah. Not a bad haul. Look at this. What is Airbus Forder SAR? 224,000 from that guy. 203 from the 802 Firewall Forder. Yeah, that's cool. Some of the bigger ones here. You know, there's another 224. The Airbus, the H125, you guys, it's pulling in the money. Look at that. 224 at a time. 203 is firefighting. And my lowly little Cessna 172s are still pulling in a decent 132,000 a day. A day, my friends. The Cirrus Vision Jet G2 is pulling in more than the Cessna, of course. Nose to the grindstone. That's the only way I'm going to get my plane. So let's add another 4.5 million to the coffer, and let's just see what the total is. Look, I can almost buy it right now. 23 million? Are you kidding? I got some repairs to do. There's that little red symbol, Oz. And you said it won't show up in here, though, the little red symbol. Oh, it is. It's there. The red symbol is there. But I want to go get Firewall Forder. Let's go there. Let's just see if I can buy the darn thing. Even a used one, you know what I mean? Maybe you guys will see history tonight before I leave the stream. Right here. Right here. Right here. 23. Oh, it's exactly what I got. No, that's still too much. 28, 32. I can't even get a used one yet. I just need a few mil more. Come on, Oz. I can't get it. I can buy other things, but I can't get the plane I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, I'm going to have to make a few more mil. So tomorrow, I'll be working on Tuesday's lesson, and I'll do some autopilot transport flights and keep them in the background. And I'll finally get the airplane that I'm after. Certainly you can go into other places, you guys, and get other, like, let's, you know, what do we got available as SAR? Pretty much I've been doing 2 planes, but I bet you can get lots of them, right? Oh, I've got the Beaver already, yeah. Of course I do. The Draco, I don't have one of those. You guys, I don't have one of those. Should I make it an even 30 million, or 30 airplane? 30 airplanes? The Draco at 421, 309, this one's in good shape. I don't know, let's go take a look. Let's take a look. What needs to be done? Landing gear for 5,000. Okay. No problem. Okay, sold. And then I'll go make some money. There we go. Where do I want it, though? I don't know. Check the scrollable list of aircraft in the company. Okay, I will. Let me do that in a second here. Just a minute. I just want to see. It was a lot of missions right here. Looks like there was a lot of missions up here, too. Let's put it here. And later on, I'll move it around. 421,000, you guys. That's okay from today's pay. And it's delivered and ready to go. So now I have myself a Draco. So, and that should be right here. Right here. And I'm going to turn on crew. That's how it's done, you guys. I better go fix it too. And let's go manage it. Looks like it's in great shape. Landing gear. Last known condition. Well, let's make sure last known becomes good. Brand new landing gear. Clean. It's good. All right, it's ready for missions. So now I have 30 aircraft. Now let's just have a look here at the symbol for Oz. All companies, overview, back. Now there's the symbol that means something needs repair. Let's go in here. And all companies, yep, that one up there. But let me just see if it's any other one. Nope, so it's only in SAR. Let's go in here and see if it's one of these. So that's what he's saying, you guys. It says it's in this company that I have a plane that needs fixing, but it doesn't say which one. There used to be a symbol above the plane. We go in here, check up. Everything's good. Just wasted money. I'll clean it while I'm there. In here, manage aircraft, check up. Landing gear. Landing gear. Yeah. And clean it. There we go. Maybe that's all it is. Let's go back out. No, it's still there. Yep, still there. So that was the second one. It's going to be one of these. Oh, the one I landed, you guys, and it wrecked the landing gear. One of these right here. One of these X-Cubs. That's going to be it for sure. Let's check it out. Out of order. See, there you go. Repair coverage. So did it, you know, it was a hard landing. I did have a hard time this time, but it's not always like that. Landing gear, there we go. There's our symbol. Out of order. So this one would not make money in passive if I were out with some other plane. That's the thing. Just like in real life. So I got brand new landing gear. Clean it up, and that symbol should disappear now. Yeah, symbol's gone. Yeah, so it was missing in the view where you see all the planes. So you can't tell which one was wrecked. Wow, All right, well, I couldn't show you a crop spraying, which I intend to show you. I'm going to find one and record it at some point, you guys, but I won't be able to do it tonight. Your food's here, Super Thai, and I'm sure mine's in the making, so I'm very fortunate that on the nights that I stream, my wife does make dinner, so that's great. You guys, we looked at release notes briefly. We went and had some fun tonight. We talked about this update that just finally released, and we're just hoping Marketplace will be any day now. Come join us on Saturday for a group fly. We don't know where we're going yet. We never know. But if you have suggestions, come onto our Discord server and make a suggestion, and we'll go there. Just even if you give us an airport idea where we could fly around, you could even be a guest pilot talking about the area if you want. That'd be a lot of fun, you guys. This Tuesday is the Cirrus Vision Jet lesson. I'll just pull that up and show you what that looks like right now. Right there. Boom. And that's what we're doing. This is actually out of 2020 Flight FX. Now the new version in 2024 is the same plane, but they've converted it over or sold it or whatever. And so it's the same plane, but now there are some differences. So we're going to go take a look at what those differences are in both planes. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Because it's in the sim, I do have it as a crew managed plane, and sometimes I take it out in some of my VIP missions, and I have a lot of fun with it. It's an easy to fly with a GU3000, and it's wonderful. Saw a few real ones at Oshkosh last summer. I think it was 2017 where they unveiled this for the first time at Oshkosh. Yeah, it was cool. And thanks for saying thanks. That's great. We appreciate that you guys drop in and say hi, even if it is a casual night like tonight with nothing pre-planned. The week after this, not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that, Brad Barron and I are going to get together, and he's going to have me fly around a search and rescue mission and see how that goes, right? Going to be a lot of fun, you guys. Thanks a lot for being here, and we'll see you again soon. Andrew, how's it going? Last look at your plane before we hit the road. Were you inverted? And who's that underneath you?
No, it's Kiwi Craig's flying the Mustang.
Ah, he's flying the Mustang, you're flying the Spitfire. You guys mixing it up, or are you just like, you know? He's there somewhere, yeah. Nice, I love the view. Looks great. And that's the Spitfire you ported over, right? Or did you get it?
This is flight replicas, so it came automatically because it's only available in the marketplace.
Okay, it came automatically because you have it in the community folder.
Yeah, I had it in 2020.
So I do too. So that should show up for me too. I should be able to go fly it. Okay,
at the very minimum, you can go into the into your My Library and activate it.
Okay. And Oz Nomad, good night, mate. Good night, mate. Did I say it right? with a Canadian accent? Kiwi Craig says, I was flying the P-51 until I went into a spin. Not good for your health. We'll see everybody. Lots of fun. We'll see you in the skies, and we'll see you in the next stream. Come join us and have a group fly, and we'll have a great chat. We'll see you then. I've got the update now of the new subscriber list in our credits. Let's have a look at those who support the channel. We appreciate it. We thank you very much. We'll see you again soon. Take care.
Bye, everybody.